There are 10 things that everyone needs to consider when they're doing their Tai Chi. These 10 things are essential to getting the benefits of Tai Chi. And number 6 is really summed up with the idea of not by strength. You're not trying to muscle through the movements. When you're doing your Tai Chi, you need to be open and loose and using a flow without trying to make sure you're as low as possible and as flexible as possible. You don't want to be tight. You want to be open and loose and not muscling through the movements. So now in this series, we've been using the simplified 8 form, which includes pheasant stands in it. It doesn't include the snake creeps part that comes before that in the 24 form and in the 108 form. So we're going to include that snake creeps, even though we're not using it in the form, because this is one that's very tempting to muscle through. So with snake creeps, we're forming a bird's beak, our weight's on this right, we step out and a little bit back and we lower from the dantian and then we move, so we move our orientation to that left, bringing our weight up onto the left, and then we come into that pheasant stance. So you can see it's very easy to try to go as low as possible, and then you get to this point, you have to muscle through to get into that pheasant stance. That's not what we want to do in Tai Chi. We want to be able to stretch our flexibility, yes, but then we want to be able to flow, feeling that empty and full. Remember discrimination, substantial and insubstantial, to allow that right leg to just be empty to come into your pheasant stance. Let's try it on the other side. Weights on the left. We go out with that right, turn, and bringing our dantian over this base of support, we can easily lift that left leg into pheasant stance. So by using our other essentials, the other ideas that we've been talking about, we can approach our Tai Chi not by strength. Okay? So let's try our simplified 8 form and think about being open and loose and gently moving through those movements, not trying to force our way through those movements. Standing nice and tall, take a good deep breath in, breathe it out, sinking down just a little bit, bringing the weight over to the right, open left. Let your muscles relax. Preparation. Repulse the monkey. So as we do this, think about who is your leader. It's your dantian, which helps you with that rotation. Holding the ball, stepping out, brush knee. Bringing that weight back and stepping out right, brush knee. Now stepping out with part the wild horse's mane. Again, letting that dantian lead helps us so that we're not trying to just use our muscles to open up into this part the wild horse's mane. Now stepping to the left, wave hands like clouds. Think about being as light and open as a cloud. Now stepping right. Bringing your weight over to the left, lift into that pheasant stance. Then lifting the left. Then lifting the right and kick. Lifting the left and kick. Holding that ball, stepping out on the diagonal, let the dantian lead as you ward off, grasp the bird's tail. You're not muscling through this movement. You're just flowing, responding to what the dantian is saying. Bringing that weight back to the left so the right can step back, holding that ball, stepping out, ward off, grasp the bird's tail. Roll back, rotate and press, pushing chi. Bringing all the weight up onto that left, return the tiger to the mountain, and close. Now there's a time for building strength. When you're doing your Tai Chi, you're not thinking about building those muscles and making them stronger. You are actually in your movements, but not in the traditional sense of resistance training and strength building. You want to let the muscles relax and flow with your Tai Chi. So that's number 6, not by strength. I'll see you next with number 7.